This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Camavinga, and here's Mbappe, Rodrigo, and it's Carvajal. Turns and goes back, Valverde, and here's Rodrigo, lovely, now great chance! It just took too long getting forward.
Mbappe simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Vinicius Junior. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. It'll be a throw-in. Nice control. And here's Valverde. Shot, surely! It's a loose ball. Can he stop it going out? Rodrigo. Now it's finished. And the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Valde. He's in space and looking for options. Proves too strong. Barcelona have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Been well dealt with. Rudiger.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
That's tidy. Fires it in low. Eric Garcia. Balde aim forwards. And it's Pedri. Pedri gently done. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. So here comes a substitution. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Valverde, that's Valverde. Oh, he's been flattened there. And the keeper has it. Yamal, Dani Olmo, and a chance! Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Showing good feet. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Dani Olmo. De Jong. Out to the right. Yamal. So who's he picking out? Up he goes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pedri with the short one. And it's Balde. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. That's going to be a booking.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Oh, that is a bit special. Barcelona, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Rodrigo. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bellingham! Bellingham! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That looks a cracking ball. And it's hoisted clear. Yamal gets flagged offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
The final 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Barcelona could counter here. Moved on forwards. That is a great pick out. Courtois claims it in safe hands. That's going to go a long way. That's been won straight back. Belling. Valverde. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this.